Hey, I'm Susan Berkley from GreatVoice.com with this week's edition of the Inside Voiceover video training blog. And this week, I want you to take a look at this. It's George Foreman, me shaking hands with George Foreman, the great boxer. Now, today I want to talk about what George Foreman has to do with your voiceover career. So one thing you need to know about George Foreman is, in addition to being a super duper championship boxer, he was a phenomenal and is a phenomenal entrepreneur. In fact, the dude probably doesn't need to work another day in his life, because in 1999, he sold the naming rights to the famous George Foreman grill for, guess what, $138 million just to use his name. And that grill, you probably have one. It sold over 100 million units. I have one too, for Pete's sake. So what does George Foreman have to do with your voiceover career? Well, the answer is relationship. In the photograph, you see me shaking hands with him. I mean, he is the most personable, the nicest guy you could ever meet. And you know what? That's how you need to be too when you get into voiceover and start and grow your career. Because actually, relationship is the number one piece of any marketing campaign. And I'm bringing this up to you to take a little bit of the pressure off, because when you're new to voiceover, and I see it in my students and I see it in everybody, the tendency is to put all the stress on yourself, on your talent and your abilities. Is my voice good enough? Was that audition good enough? Is my demo good enough? Oh my goodness, how am I going to compete with everybody else? Etc., etc. It's all about me, 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 and not about them, them, our customers, our clients, the people that we're serving. So the way that you get over that is to work toward building your relationships with your prospects, the people you're going to be marketing your services to. So here's some of the ways you do that. Before you reach out to a company, or if you happen to meet somebody at a networking event, Google them. Google that company, so when you get on the phone with them, you have something to talk about. You can congratulate them. You can send them a congratulatory email, set a Google alert for the production companies in your area. You can send them an email and congratulate them when something goes right or they have a new press release. And always, when you get somebody on the phone, try to make them laugh, make them smile, make them feel comfortable with you. Make it all about them. Ask lots of questions, prepare those questions so they feel that you're sincerely interested in them. That's the first step to any good relationship. It's something George Foreman knew about. It was worth hundreds of millions of dollars to him, and it'll be the same for you. It's going to really help you in your voiceover career. I'm Susan Berkley, back next week with more Inside Voiceover.